Roger, a new employee in the information technology department of a supermarket, notices that discounts are being calculated manually. Roger asks for a pseudocode to be generated that will handle 25% discounts on merchandise totals. Okay, so they don't ask you to write code anymore, so you don't have to learn Pascal for your exam. You don't need, for those of you who learn in binary and all kind of things, those things off the syllabus, you don't have to do that anymore. But you have to be able to write pseudocode. Pseudocode is basically the precursor to the actual code, right? So Roger, a new employee in the information technology department of a supermarket, notices that discounts are being calculated manually. He writes the pseudocode. Prompt. So initialize the variables as first thing. Prompt the user to input the price and quantity of items. Calculate the discount at 25% of the total if the total is greater than 1800. Output the discount out. This is cake. This is real cake. So we'll give it a name. Algorithm to find the discount. Variables. And we're going to list out how much space I have here. RL space. Yeah, I have enough space here. The variables that I need for this to work, I need to get the price, quantity. I'm not writing out all of those words, that'll be too long. P for price, Q for quantity, and then T for total. T for total, right, good. So let's go, start. We initialize the variables already, great. Prompt the user to input the price and quantity of the items. When you're prompting the user, you have to like ask them to do something, so you'll print. Please enter the price and quantity. Right, you put that in quotes and then you read P and Q. So read the price and quantity. After read the price and quantity, calculate discount amount if the total is greater than 1800. So then T for total is equal to P multiplied by Q. And then we want to say if T is greater than 1800, then I have to put D for discount, right? D for discount is equal to total multiplied by 25%. And then end if. Because there's only one if we have to do. And then we have to print the discount is comma D. Right, so D would be the discount that matches back to the discount we just calculated there. That's all? Wow, that's all. How much marks is this? 10 marks, boy. Wait, they giving away marks in this paper, boy. Like marks going for free.
I have to stay here. What is this? Now tell me what is this. I want to know what is this. This is madness.
Back in the day, algorithm was an algorithm, you know. You had to write a loop and all kind of thing. Now you just have to do it if. Must be tough. Must be tough. Alright, you take your 10 marks then you run. That's yours to keep. That's a basic algorithm there. All you're doing is one selection. And that is all. Initializing each one of them to 0. You have to initialize all the variables to 0. Yes, you are correct. So they just set everybody to 0 one time. That's what initializing means. So yes, you should put that in. It must have something that I leave out here, but it must have something. Initialize the variables, we did that. Prompt the user to input the price and quantity of items, we did that. calculate the discount amount at 25% of the total if it's greater than 1800. We calculate the total, we check to see if it's greater than 1800. We calculate the discount, store it inside discount, end the if, and then we print discount as D. I really feel like I leave out something here, but I don't think so. That had to be it. That is 10 marks there. Yeah. Alright. If the discount will be a constant, I'll have to ask one of my examiner friends if they want discount as a constant, because historically speaking, it's just like multiply by the 25% inside there one time. But you could set it as a constant if you want. I believe you could. Yeah. Let me just put it in just to make sure, because somehow I'm feeling like, you know, it's way too easy to be the amount of marks. So I'm putting the discount as a constant because I feel things just a little too weird for me. So I'll put in the constants, which will be DIS is equal to 0.25. Right, so I'll put that in as 0.25. So in this case here, I will not multiply by 25%, I'll multiply by DIS. Right. Okay. That's all I could do to make it better. But I still don't think it would 10 marks, but hey, we taking it, right? We taking it. Alright, so that'll be the best bulletproofing for the answer. Set the things to 0 because initialize means set it to 0. The discount should be our constant. We multiply by the constant. Alright, yeah. Okay, good. Moving on to the next one. Roger has been tasked with recording the network system for the supermarket, which is expand and list 3 types of networks. List 3 types of networks. Alright, so let's list. We have a LAN, a MAN, and a WAN. I suggest you write them in just to prove that you know what it is. So LAN is local area network. MAN is metropolitan area network. And WAN is wide area network. Just get them that because they say list them, so LAN, MAN, and WAN should be okay, but you know, good enough. Describe one type of network that will be suitable for effectively managing the functions of all departments in the supermarket from a central location. A central location, they would probably need to use as, well, they say describe one type of network. So the types, you had to use one of them here, right? So you should use a LAN because it connects all the computers in the same location to a central server. Just to put icing on the cake, you could say they can use the star topology. Alright, now I know what they're trying to get out of here is for you to understand the star topology. But they said type of network and they literally ask you 3 types of networks here. So then because they actually type in part 1, you should use back the type in part 2. But really and truly, they want to manage all of them from a central location. That's a star topology. But, well, You can do it from a bus tour, but star topology is a lot better. But LAN is the actual answer that they're looking for, so that should be good enough there. But if you're trying star topology, just in case they have that on the answer sheet, you will get that too, right? That'll be a good look. Alright. Roger is considering segregating the users of the network, differentiate between an intranet and an extranet. Okay. An intranet contain only allows verified users within the network. Oh, stop scrolling. I got stop it. Right, yeah. Verified users within the network to connect and share information. An extranet allows external parties, allows external computers to connect to the internal network on a managed basis. So you realize that some questions you get 2 marks for writing 2 words, and then some questions you had to literally be like, what to write?
Isso é pra isso eu já aceitei. Eu tô dentro, eu assino onde for, assino como eu.
You had to be like thinking in French and all kind of thing. You don't know what's going on. Same 2 marks, you know. 2 marks. Look at right here. 2 marks. We had to write all of that. And if you just scroll back up really quickly, 2 marks is literally this, all of that. 2 marks, just 1 word. But it's cool. We'll take it. Where we reach now? Part D. Okay. Roger must produce a table showing the cost of the equipment he will need to purchase in order to facilitate the expansion of the network. The table below illustrates part of the spreadsheet that was produced. Here we go. This is a kind of straightforward spreadsheet. Write the formula to be inserted in cell D5 to calculate the total cost of the switches. D5 is here. Total cost of the switches will be this multiplied by that. So that will be B5 by C5. I guess so. Equal B5 multiplied by C5. Alright, notice it said formula. So when they say formula, you have to do like multiplication. You have to do the actual maths because it's a formula. Alright, write the function that will be placed in cell D12 to calculate the average cost. D12. Average cost is here. So that's going to be the average of all of these average cost. Average cost is all of this stuff in here. So that's going to be the average of C3 to C9. So equal average C3 colon C9. Right, that'll be that range there. What's that question, Nazim? Product function. No, you can't use a function because they say you have to use a formula. If you use a function, when they tell you to use a formula, you'll get it wrong. And you'll be like, but I used product. And the examiner will watch you. Yeah. Alright, so formula, you have to make sure you understand the difference between formula and function. Formula and function, they are different. If you put ABG,
No! No! No!
There is no function called ABG. You have to put average. No, it's nothing called ABG. If you're putting ABG, you'll get antivirus. Alright, Roger's employee wants to have the spreadsheet on page 14 sorted in alphabetical order. List the correct order of steps that will be used to require to do this. Whoa. I hate these questions when you have to, like, you know, list the steps that you have to do. You have to be like, click here, click there. But the thing is, when you list the steps, some people use Google Sheets, some people use Excel, some people use Open Office. You just have to kind of breathe and take your time and just kind of list it out as clearly as possible. So you had to, like, your channel, your little water breathing.
Total concentration, water breathing, the 11th form, dead calm.
Alright, so now that we've calmed ourselves, spreadsheet needs to be sorted in alphabetical order. The first thing I want to do is step 1. Select the range of data that is to be sorted. In this case, the range of data that we want to sort would be from A3 all the way down to D9. A3 to D9. A3 colon D9. Good. 2. Choose the sort and the filter function in the menu options. And part 3 will be sort A to Z by the item field. By the item field. Yeah, sorted by item. That's 3 marks there. I can't see how they'll get wrong because that will work on any spreadsheet application I have. Yeah, any one of them should work, but oh gosh, boy, wait. Yeah. I think we're good there. Right. During staff meeting, management decided that docs were an unnecessary cost. State in the correct order the steps required to delete row 9. To delete row 9. Now I have to write out steps again.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Like the hard part about making a practical thing, a examinable, like when you have to write down the steps that you would do practically. That's hurt, boy. Alright, so we want to delete row 9. Delete row 9. You will have to right click on row 9. Right click on the 9. So 1. Right click on the number 9 on the left hand side to select the whole row. And then step 2, choose delete. Ta-da! Hashtag ta-da. Alright, it's that time of the year again where it's time for crash courses, because you spent your whole year fighting up with school, not being able to go to school when you want to, always worrying about COVID, all kind of issues. So I have all the CSEC IT, CAPE IT and CAPE Computer Science crash courses that you need. I'll be able to give you the whole syllabus in one quick dose to be able to get you over the hump. So here's how the crash courses will be going this year. So for all the crash courses, we have 3 different levels that you could choose from this year. Level 1 is video only. That's just a video that'll be about 6 to 8 hours long that covers the entire syllabus, going through in a kind of like a speed run, explaining every single thing, but not explaining every single thing, if you understand what I mean. Level 2 is a video and a class in April where you get to ask me anything about the syllabus. So you'll get the video in advance, you could watch it about 2 to 3 days before, and then you come to that class and then you ask whatever question you need to ask. And the third one is you get the video, you get that class, and you get access to our WhatsApp group directly to be able to ask me questions at any point in time whenever you're doing any past paper, whenever you're studying any work. And that's how the crash course is going to run this year. So the crash courses will be CSEC IT, CAPE IT Unit 1, CAPE IT Unit 2, CAPE Computer Science Unit 1, and CAPE Computer Science Unit 2. Those are the days. Each one runs from 9 to 12. That's if you take the class option. You will be able to come into that class and ask any question about the syllabus, and of course you will get the video a few days in advance where you could watch through the whole thing. So what are the costs? Well, for all crash courses, CSEC and CAPE, Basic, which is the video alone, will be $150. $200 will be for the standard, and the Pro will be $250, which is the video, the class, and the WhatsApp group to ask questions at any point in time. So how do you register? You have to makeITsimpleTT.com/crash course, and you will be able to see all the courses that are available. You choose the one you want, you register, go through the payment, and then you will be given the video. Once you're given the video, you will be able to watch it at any point in time. Of course, if you register for the other ones, you'll be given the video and you'll be given the timetable of when your class is going to be. You'll be added to a Google Classroom. And if it's a Pro, you'll be given the video, you'll be given the class, and your phone number will be added to our WhatsApp group. So that's makeITsimpleTT crash courses. So I look forward to seeing you all. April, everything is going to be launched, so you can register from now, which is from March, for them. And you might just get the video before the end of March. And just in case you're wondering, these crash courses cover the new syllabuses. So the new syllabus for IT CSEC that launched a few years ago, the new syllabus for CAPE IT, and the new syllabus for ComSci. All the new stuff, all the things that they put into the syllabus that may not be always clearly explained, or the current textbooks don't have it, these crash courses have it. makeITsimpleTT.com/crash course. So I'll see you all there.